All right, we're live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Friday daytime stream. Mister doesn't start the stream till 100 likes. That's right. That's right. We're going to sit here and stare at these birds until the likes are 100. How's it going, guys? When I say birds, I'm referring to the fact that there's not one but two beautiful moltresses. That's because one of these is already sold. Let's get it sleeved up. I'm liking because of that. All right, here we are. So this is Andrew Hyatt. That's right. When you tell people to do stuff, they want to do the opposite because nobody likes to be told what to do, especially disagreeable people like myself. Here's Andrew Hyatt. You go, you can't tell me what to do. Now I'm going to do the opposite of that thing, even though before I didn't care because you told me to do it. Here we are. Andrew Hyatt. That's a slab away. Do a little essay up there. Here we go. That little essay is very important. It makes sure that if a slab ever gets mixed into a shipping pile, that John doesn't ship it out because he can see that it hasn't been crossed out. That little essay symbol has to be crossed out first. All right, now we have another beautiful Blaine's Moltres. What a nice card. Have you seen Crown Zenith yet, people? Holy cow. Holy smokes, folks. Okay, we got a little guy here. We got a Charizard. All right, so I bought this card to do some research because I've owned a couple of these. This does have like, oh man, it's got like fingerprints on the case. I hate it when the fingerprints are on the case. So I bought this card so I could study the back of it a little more. What I was looking for was any kind of residue. And I can see through the case, never mind the fingerprints on the case, guys, but I wanted to study this card. The number one thing that's sticking out to me, there is no residue on this card. So residue is not found on the PSA 10 Charizard tops, okay? We'll buy more of these over time to do more research. I want to be able to have grades that, if you got a grade with me, it will cross-grade into PSA at the same rate. So that's my goal. It's my goal when it comes to Cardconomist grading. I want you to feel confident when you see the 10 on a card. Okay, so that's for me to hold on to. We also have this brilliant looking Dark Slowbro. I gotta say, between PSA and CGC, CGC's got the case that's more clear. This is a nice case, dude. Oh my God. By the way, what do you think cost this to grade 9.5? Is it this little speck down here? A little speck right there? Okay, a little speck. I think is also slightly off center of the bottom. Yep, that's slide off centering. So they turn that into a gem mint, but gem mint's still pretty good, huh? I think, would this have a shot at a PSA 10? I think it would. Do I need to prove it? Check this out. Hold on. Where'd that other bird go? Oh, I sealed it. I'm so dumb. So check this bird out. When we zoom in, what's up, Big T Exotics? That's off center. That's definitely off center. Yeah, right there. You can see it right there. That's off center. And then I noticed it on this one. Check this out. So zoom in here. Look at that. Little problem with the edge there. That's not clean. So yeah, I mean, if you cross-graded these with the CGC, these would be 9.5s. Big T's from the future. I knew it. All right, here we are. What's your opinion on BGS? I like them. They've been in the business a long time ago. Very respectable. Black Label is obviously a big success for them. I don't like their big old slab. They got this fat slab. It's a different size from CGC and PSA. Sorry, I like PSA and CGC. Also, it's the same problem with SGC. I like SGC a lot. I think that they are underestimated in the Pokemon card community, not in the sport community. And we need to use them more often in order to, you know, force PSA and force, well, mainly PSA to compete. Hey, check this out. Look at this card. That's not right. Look at his forehead. So PSA's policy on his forehead there is that that's still a 10. It's interesting. You know, I bet you if this had been CGC, that would not have passed so well. Also, we'll take a look down here. All right, look at the thin border on the left compared to the right. So shifted to the left. Okay, very interesting. So that's still a PSA 10. So this is why people say when they get a CGC 9.5, they go, well, we got to try to cross-grade this into PSA 10. Because PSA's 10 is just a little more lenient than the pristine 10 that you get from CGC. CGC's pristine 10 is very tough. So we got these lovely pristine cards like this one here. Okay, the pristine is tougher to accomplish. That's why there's a premium on pristine, right? And then, of course, perfect is the top grade, and perfect gets even more expensive. Ooh, these are so fancy. But those are the 4s, not 6s. You're a 4, not a 6. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's get these priced up. We got 1, 2, 2, 2. Yeah, I mean, I hear what you're saying. You're saying, well, they graded that one a little while ago. But I won't lie. I've gotten some 5s and 6s back that are kind of similar. Okay. But I do think they got stricter on their grading a bit. All right, there we go. Now, how's this guy looking? He got a swirl right there. Very nice. Excellent location for the swirl. And we have one of these for sale. This one's going to be the same price, $1,000 for this beautiful Tyranitar. The live break channel I work also got scammed by a person named Tiffany yesterday as well. Really? So, interesting. So then Tiffany might have been going around spending money everywhere, and then the credit card company got a whiff of this, and they said, wait a second, I don't think so. Okay, we're going to do $390 on this gorgeous Moltres from Jim. Wow. Fantastic. Just pulled Sword and Shield base Marnie today. Man, that's going to turn into some trouble. Yeah. Here's Tyranitar. Ooh, Tyranitar. I don't remember the price on Tyranitar. I'm always getting you guys the good slabs. So I guess I'll do $360 on this. That's the cheapest one, $360. Okay. And for this Dark Slowbro, I already know his price. He's going to be $160. Although, it is tempting to just cross-grade this Dark Slowbro. Because if he were to turn into a PSA 10, he would jump up to like $260, which is a rather large difference in price. Little birdie! Would you invest in very modern, big hitter sets for long-term, like Evolving Skies and Crown Zenith? I'm going to invest in Crown Zenith. There's always some sealed product you can invest in at any given time. I would not mess with anything where we do not know how much of it they are printing. And it doesn't matter how cool the set is, how popular it is, I don't care. I don't want to touch it until we know it's out of print. And that's it. And then I'll mess around with it, you know, because it's just how it is. It's like, I don't care. If I got $100,000 to spend, I don't care if I buy 1 unit of product at $100,000 or 100,000 units at the price of $1. It doesn't make a difference to me. All that matters is the change in price. So the change in price is related to how high the demand is and how rare it actually is. So you try to get a hold on that understanding, like how rare is this? How badly are people opening it? Then you know what you want to open, what you want to buy. Okay, but with those new sets, I don't know how rare it is. Now, I know it's in high demand. Every new set is always in high demand. Champion's Path was in very high demand. Everyone wanted that Charizard. Do they want it now? No. Nobody wants it now. If I bought it, it wouldn't sell very well. So, in the end, the amount printed matters by a lot because that also affects demand. When people perceive that an item's no longer rare, they don't want it. So yeah, I'm very wary of all the new sets, very wary when it comes to, quote, investing. Speaking of investing, invest! Here's Ancient Origins, one of the best XY era sets. Let me show you the list for Ancient Origins. So here it is. Almost halfway done. This is getting open on Saturday no matter what. Doesn't matter how much of it sold. So we're opening this on Saturday. If you're not in this box break, you will not get any Ancient Origins. It will not be for sale on the menu. We will not be adding this to the menu or anything. You just have to be in this box break, and that's it. So I hope you'll join us. I would love to sell the box breakout because that's more satisfying. I don't really care if we sell it out or not. All those spots will be open on Saturday. All right. It's a great box, by the way. Ancient Origins. It's got Lugia. It's got Groudon. It's got Kyogre. It's got Tyranitar. It's got Entei. It's got Gyarados. It's got... I don't remember what else. Other things. Yeah, it's a really great set. I mean, do you guys need me to show it off? I feel like you guys need me to show it off. You know, we're always getting new guys in this stream. New guys don't always know it's in a set till they see it opened. Here we go. You ready? Are you ready? You couldn't handle this. All right, we got a Sceptile's in here. He's kind of neat. Vespiquen's dumb. Flareon. Entei. Volcarona. Gyarados. Look at this Gyarados. Whoa. Bibeth. Look at this. Vaporeon. Jolteon. Kyurem. Mega Ampharos. Unknown. Baltoy, Claydol. Golurk's okay, I guess. Machamp. Tyranitar. Metagross. Gardevoir. Giratina. Meowth is okay. There's Eevee. The Evolutions are in this set. For the big cards, we got Sceptile, Kyurem, Ampharos, Hoopa, Machamp, Tyranitar. Can we zoom? Tyranitar, Mega Tyranitar, Giratina, Lugia, big chase card, Primal Kyogre, Primal Groudon, Mega Rayquaza. Wow, those are some real big cards. We're trying real hard. Wow, it's an Evolution set. That's what I'm saying, man. Very good set. Because, you know, even in a cold pack, if you get like a reverse holo Flareon, guess what? There's not a lot of those in the population because nobody bothered to grade it back then. It's an older set. Nobody bothered to grade it. So that card is expensive. In fact, Ancient Origins Flareon. There is one for sale. And they want $200 for it. See? And there's 24 watchers because they're going, maybe. They're going, maybe we'll do that. All right. Very nice. Give me a minute. Let's look up the most expensive card. All right, here we are. So we're gonna look up the most expensive. So this is listed at $2,000, but that won't be its most expensive price. Here, oh, look at this Giratina over here. That's funny. But here's the Lugia. So now we're looking for the cheapest Lugia, cheapest Rayquaza. Okay, so then this is it. $700 from Canada. People don't always like to buy from Canada because it's nerve-wracking for them. $832 with the authenticity guarantee. See, people like that. So the cheapest one you could argue is about $800, or if you buy from Canada, $700. Nice. That's crazy, dude. How about that Lugia, huh? Hold on, let's check out that Lugia. There it is, cheapest one is $1,100. So you got not one, but two cards that are around $1,000. The Lugia and the Rayquaza in this one box. There's all these supporting cards, like Reverse Holo Flareon, the Ancient Trait cards. Let's see, Ancient Trait Gyarados. You ready? That card's a chase in this set, I swear to God. So here we are. Ancient Trait Gyarados. You got one, two. There's two of them. The Holo, the Reverse Holo. Cheapest one, $280. I wonder if any sold, actually. You know, I'm betting that they did sell around $150 because that's what I think I would buy one for. Oh my God, look at these prices. On September, somebody bought that for $500. That's $250 in November 3rd. Okay, there we go. More accurate one, $250. Just sold. This sold yesterday, guys. Marked down from $250, probably marked down like 15%. That's typically what you find when someone makes an offer. It's usually not more than 15%. And so they probably got it for around $200 sold. And yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right. That's pretty good because the Gyarados doesn't count as a hit in the box. He's not a, he's not a full art. And each box might contain about 4 ancient trait cards. So you got multiple chances to pull one of those decent ancient trait cards along with the EX full arts. So it's an addition to the box. It doesn't compete in the same loot pool. Loot table, right? Right? So those boxes are extra saucy. All right, let's get started, everybody. First of all, you'll see these beautiful cards on the table. Now let's go see what kind of orders we got. Trent Caswell, I'd like 5 of the Minecraft packs. You want some Minecraft? All right, let's get you some Minecraft. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 5 bulk grades. Please grade the Weiss, Boba Fett, and 4 Minecraft cards of your choice. What's up, Connor? Hello, David. This channel brought to you by Minecraft. Whoa, Minecraft doing very well. People liking Minecraft. It's selling better than the Pokemon. Mom, get out of my room. Well, considering these packs are a little more expensive than a modern Pokemon pack, then again, these packs come with basically 2 hits. You get this etched full art, the Ocelot, but then you get these really interesting glow-in-the-dark card right behind it. And they don't sell these in any pack that I know of. So this is kind of a special thing just for this card set. It's very impressive, actually. Okay, these are your common and commons. They're going to go back into the booster. You guys are always welcome to donate your common and commons. If you do, I'll try to pick through them and take out like the Endermans and cool stuff like that. Could save me a little room on the table. Here's Wither Skeleton and Chicken. Okay. Got a little chicken. Very nice. Had a huge week at work. Time for poppers and chill. Poppers? What? You mean Pokemon? Mario Drill and Minecraft emoji. Tiffany is also Gabe Itches. What? There we go. What are you going on about? Wither Skeleton. So somebody came in and said another card guy got scammed by Tiffany. We don't know the whole story on Tiffany, but Tiffany for mod. Here we go. Tiffany was actually in here. So I don't know the whole story on Tiffany. All I know, Tiffany opened a whole lot of gay bitches. Oh my God. You got me, man. Those names are always so good. What was I going to say? All I know is that Tiffany definitely got a lot of cards from me. PayPal said I'm going to have buyer protection, but I want to see what actually happened. Like, is Tiffany just a little slow, maybe? Maybe Tiffany doesn't know what's going on. Who is Tiffany? Is Tiffany some scammer posing as someone else? I don't know. Here we are. Tiffany showed up yesterday, and Tiffany just sounded confused, and that was it. There wasn't any, haha, got you, or anything like that. And, or Tiffany didn't just straight up ghost. So if you're a thief, you don't need to talk to the community anymore because you've already executed your theft. So why would you hang out? No need to. Hey, mister, what's up, brother? What's up, Moses? Ooh, you got the pumpkin. And that's the snow golem. Not as strong as the iron golem, huh? I ordered shipping last Friday. I still haven't received an email from you with the tracking number. Michael Special. How's it going, Michael Special? Here we are. Michael, did you see me ship the item on screen? Like, did you see me print the label? Post the address. Tiffany is Jesse with James from Team Rocket. Tiffany got to get in a lot of trouble with her financials in a minute here. You can't just do that. There we go. Okay, Trent wants his Bobo. Let's get that Bobo. Hello, Spunky Weirdo. Grade the Weiss Boba Fett. Hope your day was fine. I hope so, too. Wait, was my day fine? You got me questioning everything. Oh my God, these Minecraft packs take up so much room, dude. All right, what are you talking about here? Did you get a special Bobo? Oh, Mo. Oh, no. This music is so repetitive, but so enjoyable. I'll move these square cut cards over here to the side. Should I grade my Korean Palkia Altar? Joseph Jones just had a huge return. Joseph Jones has a lot of cards coming back. What's the plan, Stan, for the weekend? Work? Be poor? I mean, by poor, I mean not doing anything that would be fun and expensive. Spend every dollar trying to get into a new home. Or buying the next Pokemon card. Let's see. Live like a poor person so you can save up all your money and buy some assets. I tried to message you that night with the penny message. I messaged you on Discord as well. Okay. I can tell you Discord's not working very well. I'm surprised the penny message didn't get through, though. That's interesting. Okay, Trent, set this over here for the moment. Little birdie, I just like the way you fly. You're a poor soul. Buy a Doge demon. All right, let's see. My choice. Well, definitely Wither Skeleton, which is pretty cool. I mean, basically all the bad guys are cool, right? Can we agree on that? All the bad guys are cool. Cow Gassed. Gas is cool. So that's 3, 4. Got 2 Steves, 5. Okay, there we go. It did. You told me no worries. All my slabs would be shipped with my bag. All right. Where do you live? You're not international, right? Did you check your email for a message from stamps.com? Like, have you ever received an email for shipping before? I feel like you have. With Wisconsin. Okay, so it shouldn't have taken too long to arrive. I got to warn you guys, it is wintertime, so shipping times are delayed. But it sounds like we're going to need to check real fast for you. Make sure I actually shipped it. There's always a chance that I didn't see that part. Do you remember me printing the label? GMA Lobster. Just grab this. I've had problems with customers getting emails from my Stamps app as well. Yeah, and then I get inundated with a bunch of, did you ship my items? Which is kind of funny because on a very rare occasion, I don't. So it's like they all have to wonder, maybe I'm the guy who got missed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you still have My Little Pony? Yeah, we got My Little Pony. You think I would ever remove that from the menu? It's probably the best thing we sell. Okay. It's an email from Derek. I don't remember you printing one off. It was a crazy night. Oh, it was a crazy night. Sounds like you might have been missed. Mister knows where you live. That's true. Mister, you missed me once. It was life-changing. Michael Special, huh? Michael Cusick, Bagarin, Miles Bruce. So you're saying that you have already gone into your email and checked for a Michael Special, huh? You must have. Oh, right here, Michael Special. Well, the reason that you haven't received an email probably is because your bag's right there. So that's probably the reason. Okay, so that figures that out. All right, Trent Caswell. 11.22. So Trent, you have 2 bags now, which is never a good thing. It's always better to have 1 bag. But your bag's so large, you've got 2 bags now. As those damn Minecraft bulk cards, they actually take up an enormous amount of room. I'm really questioning them. My PayPal was trying to go to that email last night, but it wouldn't let me buy either. Here we are. Oh, I grabbed too many cards. That's 6. Okay, hold on. You now have 6 cards, and we can only send 5. There we go. It's better to have a box. Not everyone can have a box. There's no more room for boxes. Box room is a finite thing. If you think about it, it is a finite thing. We are in a bad way when it comes to boxes. It's so unbelievably filled. I can't think of even one more place to put a box. Okay, so this is for Trent Caswell. Just get your name on the... Wait. Oh my God, the empty card. Hold on. Trent Caswell. This would be 11.4. Thanks, Trent. That was a big order. I appreciate it, man. Making my day. I got to make some of this lost money back. Did you guys know that the chargeback from this person, Tiffany, was $2,600? That's pretty expensive. I gotta sell a lot of cards just to break even on all those losses. But hopefully PayPal takes care of me. Okay, put that Trent Caswell bag with the other one. There we go. Now the Michael Special bag. And let's get your priority mail. I think you waited long enough. We're going to get your priority mail. Print. There we go. All right. Yay. That's rent money, mister. That's a lot of money. For me, even for me, that's a lot of money. $2,600 in chargebacks. I mean, I raised an eyebrow when I saw it. I was like, that's not good. I've dealt with a lot of chargebacks, okay? So, first of all, I didn't freak out right away because I know it's not over until the, until the hammer falls from PayPal. But yeah, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, we can't be having this. Was it flagged because it was a big purchase? Dude, she ordered cards from me, assuming it's a she, over the course of like a month. And every single transaction reversed. And it adds up to $2,600. Did another person say Tiffany was their girlfriend? No. Okay. Tucker Zuli, 7 paradigm triggers. I'm triggered. Michael Special, I'm sorry about the slow shipping, by the way. I'm glad we figured it out. The good news is your cards are nice and safe. So they're not hurt. They're in the same condition. They've just been sitting here all lonely, wishing you could touch them. I have a bag, but it's been a month or two. Oh, well, then I've confiscated it, Tucker. It doesn't exist anymore. You ready? Are you going to win the dispute? I think I will. The good thing is, I'd already shipped her cards to the address on file. Majority of the time, you win that dispute because that's basically what PayPal looks for. PayPal goes, all right, well, did the item arrive to their home? And then after that, it's just my word versus their word. And the truth is, PayPal often sides with me. I do a massive number of orders. I think PayPal has a way of knowing that this is like a legitimate licensed business going on and we're not running any crazy tricks or anything. But some of the telltale signs is that the buyer didn't open an actual dispute. They didn't say, hey, my items didn't arrive or my item arrived damaged or anything like that. My item's late. They didn't do anything like that. What they did is they went straight to chargeback on a very huge amount of purchases. So that often looks like theft, and PayPal doesn't like that. PayPal goes, that's looking like a theft. Tucker Zuli, hey, you got the unknowns, man. Check that out. Wow, that's a cool card. Have you guys seen this one? Beautiful card. Look at this superior Japanese printing. Whoa, that's like DNA. Do you like FNAF, aka Five Nights at Freddy's? I never played it. Tucker Zuli. I don't like rainbow. Hey! Shut up! Where's Tucker Zuli? I can't find his bag. Oh, man, he must have ordered like, I don't know, 2 months ago? Here we are. Do you think it's smart to gamble on potential A+ sets when they're at MSRP when they first come out? I don't know. A+ sets? What does that even mean? Is that a grade you gave them? Are you going to have the second One Piece set that just came out? Nope. I do not have it. I've not ordered it. If somebody will just send me, if somebody will get me a message on Discord about that set, I'll order it, okay? Mister, I think this is a bigger operation. Multiple streamers are getting the same chargebacks. No, it really could be one person with a bad credit card going on a crazy shopping spree. And what would happen is if the credit card company was like, I don't like this, every single chargeback for everything you did, all your activity could, could be blown up right now. So let me see. So this goes over here. There we go. Very nice. Alejandro Garcia. Could you show what's in my bag? I'm curious since I forgot what I have. Yeah, I don't mind. Alejandro Garcia. Straight to jail. Well, theft is theft. The person's address is Mexico. Did I say Mexico? Texas. Why did I say Mexico? The address is Texas. And, yeah, I think grand larceny out there is just $500. Looking for an Alex Garcia. Mister, are you vaccinated? Oh, yeah. Vaccinated against stupidity. Alan Sanchez. Depends on what vaccine you're talking about. Actually, to tell you guys the truth, I've never had a single vaccine my entire life. Not even one. Whoa! Is this you back here? Alejandro Garcia. Okay, you got 2 game packs. You got a Pikachu. Wow, Sylveon. I'm in Texas. I'll get her. All right, guys, I'm going to slip you the address, and then you can go give them a visit. Hey, give us back those Pokemons. So it says 1121 Alejandro Garcia from 1121. Wow, man, unbelievable. You checked in just in time not to lose this bag. It's going to say 1122 on it now. That is 1 full year later. That is exactly 1 full year later. Wild stuff. That bag, if I had gone through these boxes to do repos, that bag would be mine right now. I'd be taking it apart and giving it all the cheese. Brad Beetle says, towards my Typhlosion, already in slab away. Okay, Brad. Mr. Brad. Mr. F. I'm a man. I'm a he. Let's see, Brad. 415.5. Wait, did you already add the 50 cents? No. Some people do, some people don't. It's very, very confusing.
I'm a male. I'm a man. I'm a he. I don't get into that mentally ill stuff. Okay.
Parker Wilcox, 2, Ancient Origins. All right, let's get you in there, Mr. Parker. Oops. Wilcox. You got Cox in the name, man. So for those of you who are just arriving, by the way, hit that like button. We're only at 32 likes. Pathetic. For those of you who are just arriving, we will open this on Saturday. And if you're not in here, you won't get a chance to open some of these beautiful Ancient Origins. An excellent set. All right, there we are. Oh, arguably the best X-White era set there is. Andrew Hyatt, 1 brilliant stars. 1 brilliant. 1 fusion strike. 1 fusion strike. Almost time for Silver Tempest. Silver Tempest. Silver Tempest. Just in time for the holidays. Sleep. Aaron, I'll send you a picture of the ones I haven't scored. Best XY Phantom Forces. Phantom Forces is very expensive. You never actually pull the Dialga, by the way. And when you do, it does not grade 10. So if you want to talk pure value, Phantom Forces is so expensive, and there's terrible supporting pulls. And those Gengars in the set, ugly, terrible looking Gengars, my opinion. So Ancient Origins, much cheaper. Ancient trait pulls in that set. So that's like double the pulls right there. It's like an extra 4 pulls per box. It's an EV box, and it's got Lugia, Rayquaza. I'm a male. I'm a man. I'm a he.
I don't get into that mentally ill stuff. Okay.
I don't have time for this mentally ill stuff.
The special set coming in January looks insane, bro. Here we are. Pokemon's going to give us that set that they're getting in Japanese. They're going to give it to us in pieces in promos. It's going to be so stupid, just like they did with Tag Team All-Stars. All right. Who's next? Short line, everyone. Simon Frank says, hey, mister, I have a bag. Can I get 2 hot Pokebees? 2 hot Pokebees? But silver price is about to explode, so that's what people keep saying, and it never does. You know they were saying that before, right? During the GameStop short squeeze, they're saying silver's about to be short squeezed. So people started buying silver, and it did not, in fact, get short squeezed. All right, what we got here? Oh, so this is an interesting pack. I know what this is. These are all much older common uncommons. Zoom in. From 2014, that was 8 years ago. So this is kind of like a cold pack, but it's still kind of interesting because you get these really old common uncommons. And you get so many of them, if you were to sell these for a few bucks each, it's about 20 bucks. So you get hot pack and a cold pack. That's kind of how it goes. Mister wants a long squeeze. Silver, drill silver. Silver drill. We're about to start mining asteroids. Yeah, seriously, guys. Seriously, everyone's got you convinced that silver and gold is the best thing ever. You know who really wants you to believe that? The guys who already bought an F ton of silver and gold. You know how people talk about, oh yeah, the only thing worth buying is going to be gold. That's the only currency in the future. You know who benefits when you buy lots of gold? The central banks. I hate the central banks. That's why I'm going to buy gold and boost the value of all their gold. Nobody makes more money, no one, than the central banks when we all decide we need to buy lots of gold. So the central banks make huge amounts of money if we all run out and buy a yellow rock. That's what it is. It's a shiny yellow rock. Simon Frank. You could buy all kinds of things these days. You could buy internet assets, like a website that's ownable. It could be productive. People actually buy things off of a website. So like you could be the owner of a YouTube channel, for example, is an asset. I've got a YouTube channel. If I gave you this channel and said it's yours now, you would just be able to sell cards on it. Maybe not as much as me because I've got the gilded golden butthole, but you'd be able to sell some cards. You know what I mean? And so this is an asset that has some value. Whereas if you go and buy actual gold, it's just a rock. You put it on a table and it sits there and does nothing. And it's like, well, the banks have lots of this. Yeah, so if we all bought gold, the banks will get really rich. All right, Simon Frank, the value of the bank's gold will shoot way up. And all the people who already have gold, especially old rich guys telling you that the world's about to end any second. And guess what? They've been saying that my entire life. I kid you not, because I love gold. I love gold. I'm like one of those stinky old guys. I love the smell of it. I love the look of it. I love the taste of it. I really like it. But as an asset, it's terrible. You do not want to be sitting on a lot of gold. And if everyone just suddenly started buying gold, if everyone just suddenly started buying up all the gold, it's just the central banks and the old stinky guys that would get rich. That's it. And then you'd have a shiny rock. It's not very good to transact in. Like, let's say you want to buy something from Canada right now on eBay. You guys saw that Canadian Rayquaza for $700 earlier. You can transact in digital currency over the internet like that. So easy. You just click a button. What if you had to buy in gold from them? You would have to ship them physical gold. And then when it arrives, you would just have to trust that they then ship you the card. Almost like you got to start up a whole digital transaction method in order for that to work very well. Like some kind of security system. Oh, the gold has arrived. So now they have to sign something saying it arrived. And now they have to hand the postman the card. Instead of that, what if we just had a website that did that for us? Like, oh, I don't know, PayPal? You know what I mean? We just transact in digital dollars. So it's silly, the gold guys and all that. I'll never understand all that. I think that it's just a very simple messaging. They go, you got to buy silver, you got to buy gold. There's going to be a short squeeze. I promise, I promise, I promise. And there never is. There just never is. All right, let me turn the chat on back for everyone. Also, pirates may steal your gold. That's true. Here's Nicholas Gertis. Well, if your house burns down, you lose everything. That gold melts. If your house burns down, you may lose a lot of gold. If a thief finds the gold in the hole in your backyard with a metal detector, you lose all your gold. And that'll be a prominent thing. If everyone had gold, there'd be gold thieves who specialize in finding your gold. When you store your money in PayPal, it's protected. PayPal says, even if your money's stolen out of PayPal, we got you covered. Because who protects PayPal? The Federal Reserve does. Federal Reserve tells banks, if you guys lose all your money because it gets stolen or something like that, we'll send emergency cash to you so that the cash is always there and the consumer is always confident that it's there. You know what I mean? Nicholas Gerdas, one Pokebray. That sounds fun. I want to specialize in gold thieving. All right, what do we got? If I thought gold was the best investment, I'd be buying lots of it. This would be a gold channel too. Fragadier. Every time you go to one of those channels, those guys are always doom and gloom. They're always like, the whole world's about to collapse. Everything's about to collapse. It'll be the collapse of the collapse. You know what I mean? Which is funny because when you actually look at Venezuela, which did have a collapse, it's funny? They don't like gold as much. I mean, they'll accept gold. Some places will. You can shave up some gold and use it to buy goods. But here's when a real collapse happens. Here's what people really want. Water and food. Food and water. That's the most tradable item in a real collapse. Food and water. Doesn't matter how much gold you have, you can't eat it. Food and water. Those are the most tradable things. All right, maybe shelter. One live custom. Did we get the live custom? Here it is. Oh, it's cold! 4 dark phantasmas. 4 dark phantasmas. That's phantasmic. Food, water, and guns. No, you're right. Guns is also there. Food, water, and ammo. Melt gold and drink it. By the way, Mr. Multiple Streamers lost their case against Tiffany. Tiffany! Sneep! Well, it's too early to lose your case against Tiffany. Wouldn't it have just started? Yo, can we get a closer look at that Rainbow Tyranitar PSA 10? Yeah, definitely. What's up, man? $360. You could put this in the slab away and pay it down over 6 months. It's a beautiful card from the Lost Thunder set from 4 years ago. I'm pretty sure that set's probably out of print now. There's like a million Sword and Shield sets. This is a Sun and Moon set. Great card for Tyranitar lovers. There's also a Tyranitar in Unified Minds, but that is a Tyranitar Mega Sableye. This is just Tyranitar. It's a really nice card. No, mister, this has been going on for months. Oh, very interesting. Here's this card here. Very interesting. That sounds like what the Bible talks about. At the end of the world, you won't be able to buy or sell anything with money. Tiffany as Kira, they respond the same. Here's, ooh, Snorlax. That Tyranitar counts as a modern card. Here's this. When the world collapses, I'm going to be a bandit. Yeah, well, I mean, in a world where there's a lot of disorder, bandits do not get treated as nice as bandits do now. If you're a bandit today in a civilized society, you get a slap on the wrist. They say, don't steal. If you're a bandit, when there's, I guess it's a post-apocalypse, they're going to skin you alive, man. They're going to be like, we don't appreciate bandits, and we can do anything we want to you because there's no law. So I wouldn't want to be a bandit personally. Today's a good day to be a bandit in society. You know, you go around, I guess in California, they changed the rules and now you can steal a certain amount and they're not going to do anything about it. If there was no law in California and you did that crap, you would be stabbed to death or worse. Nicholas, you know you'd be stabbed to death because that actually happened in that one shop, remember? The one guy was like a vape shop and he stabbed the guy to death. Here we go. All right. Great order, man. We got a short line tonight, guys, or today, I should say. It's lunchtime. Taylor Edmonds, gift 2 Lost Origin to the next person in line. Wow, Taylor, you're really nice, man. All right, this is another gift from Taylor Edmond. Good thing I'm not in California. I'll be a rooftop Korean then. Okay, so now the next person in line is Simon Frank. Let's go for 5 live customs. Simon Frank. You ready, Simon? Here goes. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Woo! Scared for you there, Simon. After I saw that Firo come out, I was like, is he going to pull something? Okay. 78 and 83. Okay. Oh, those are pretty nice. I was wondering where this card got off to. So this is a surprisingly expensive card. This is Schoolgirl from Skyscraping Perfection, also known as Towering Perfection. And this one card, as a CGC, goes for 80, and as a PSA 10, it goes for even more than 80. So it's a surprisingly expensive card for some reason. It's weird, though, because I figured, I don't know if anyone would buy it. It almost seems inappropriate to buy, so I put it in the live customs. Here's Togekiss as well. You get a little Togekiss 9, XY era card. Let's get your name on it, Simon. Okay, Simon Frank. Simon Frank. Simon Frank, you're also picking up 2 free packs. It's got some Gen 1 nostalgia. Mister, will you grade lewd bikini cards if I sent them in the mail? Only if they are from an authentic set and the character is owned by the company that printed it. So, like, if it's a lewd Misty, that's not Nintendo that printed lewd Misty, so we're not gonna grade those because it's a stolen copyrighted, intellectual property. But however, if the person who printed the card is the owner of the intellectual property, then yes, we'll consider grading it for sure. I don't care about lewdness. It does not matter to me at all. You could send me like full on really bad stuff and I still probably wouldn't care. It's just, to me, it's just a slab a piece of plastic going around a card. The only reason I care about the intellectual property rights stuff is because we could probably get sued if we were slabbing up stuff that is sort of like stolen property, you know what I mean? Also, it's kind of antithetical to grading, isn't it? Like, we're authenticating a fake item, you know what I mean? Like, authenticating that is fake, I guess. Like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Does that mean you'd slab Juicy Honey? I'd slab anything at all. The naughtiness of the card is irrelevant. Your money is relevant, but the naughtiness of the card is not. I'd slab your girlfriend's panties. I don't care. We'd find a way to do that. If you could send it on a card and verify it or something, I don't know. But if it is an intellectual property right issue, then we won't. A lot of time, those sexy bikini girls are stolen. So, like, Misty's just one example, but there's a lot of, anime girls and video game girls where some artist turns it into a lewd card and then they try to sell that on, like, Etsy, and I just can't accept any of those. Mr. Juicy Honey does have penny cards. Oh, well, there you go. Okay, so that answers your question. Hey, that's Bulbasaur. Let me ask you a question. Does PSA not grade those cards? That's very interesting if they don't. Here's Raichu. I think of the person doing the grading as just like a web browser. Like, you want to watch naughty stuff on a web browser? It's not the web browser's job to make sure you don't go to naughty websites. It's just there to... Oh, did you guys see this? Some of you guys might not have seen this. Check this out. This says error. Ooh, okay. It's a miscut card. I didn't even notice it when I was sending it out to grade. That is a miscut card. Pretty cool. All right, so that is an error card. Cole Joshua Stoll, 2 paradigms. Oh, Cole. Let me snipe some fire. I do have a bag. You got it. Let's see. John Peace, are you related to Tony Pepperoni? Oh my God. Metacam and his parachute pants. Okay. Kobe. That's a CO bag. Here he is. Got your little parachute pants card. Put it in there. All right. Steve Gonzalez, $61 on my boobies slab away. Mr. Steve, sounds good. Oh, that's the end of it too, huh? So Steve Gonzalez, boobies. Let me go find it. Aha! Speaking of lewd bikini babes. Speaking of which, here we are. We got one for Steve Gonzalez. There we go. Whoa! Whoa. That's pretty spicy, man. Mr. has sardines, heads as nipples. I do not know what you're talking about. 3 jobless. Let's get you those jobless. One dragon maid. One Dawn of Legends. Oh, man. I went to sleep real late last night. I went to sleep at almost 7 a.m. Then I think I woke up at about 1. What's that, like 4 hours of sleep? There we go. Yeah, I don't finish working after the stream's done. I got all this other work to do, you know? Are you going to let us pay you to eat a sardine can? I'd be open-minded to it. I eat sardines anyways. Only thing is, what if I'm not hungry? I guess I'd have to, like, make sure I'm hungry. I'd have to make sure I'm hungry before the stream starts. Are you continuing orders from last night? I made an order, and it did not seem to come through. What order is that? Here we are. First, videos to watch. Send me a PayPal message about it. Can you send me a PayPal message? That's where you send me 1 penny and you explain the issue. Can you do that for me real fast? All right, Steve. Nice try. No booby cards in here. Grade the sardine juice. Okay, and Dark King Mecha Kaburu. Can we pay you to drink the sardine juice? Yes. All right, so Steve. I gotta go get some energy drinks, man. Sitting here, comfy. So there's a Steven Gonzalez. You're Steve Gonzalez. Let's log back in. You shouldn't drink that trash, lad. Grated TCC fingerprints printed in sardine juice. Hold on. Steve. So here is a Steve Gonzalez. Okay. And then let's try Steve N. Okay, I'm under the impression Steven Gonzalez is Steve Gonzalez, and the N should not be there. That is the impression I'm getting. Yep. Okay, that's you. There is no Steven Gonzalez. I must have written down Steven rather than Steve. We just blot that N out. Okay, dry the ink. A little blowing. What's your favorite anime? That's easy, man. Is Pokemon. What's your favorite? I don't know. I was about to ask you a stupid question. Here's checklist. Sometimes I censor myself. Here's Charmeleon. The N is silent. Ivysaur. Okay. Lots of Topps cards, obviously. Let me mention this about the Topps cards. So it's fun seeing them all on the table because we don't always have this many, but I will run out of them and there's not a big restock of them coming. So eventually these will all be gone and you will not see them on the table again. Unless I were to open like a bunch more boxes of them for some reason, but I don't have plans to do that. Ricardo says 25 toward my Venusaur first edition slab away. Okay, Ricardo, that's what you wish. It's Ricardo Banda. Come on now. So you're going to have 424.5 remaining. Cool. Here's Nicholas Gertis. One live, one Pokeball. Can you say Charizard? Were we supposed to laugh at Anthony's joke? You got a poker card. Put a new slab on the table. We did put new slabs on the table. We put a couple new slabs. And Venonat Venomoth. Ooh. That's for Nicholas Gertis. Nick. Okay, so his bag is here. Juan wants Spankies. What? Sansan A. I'll take one spot on the break and one pack of Astro Radiance. Good choice, Mr. Sansan. Ancient Origins is ending on Saturday. It does not matter how full the box is. We will be opening it no matter what. Jump in now if you want to be part of it. One pack of Astral Radiance. Here it is. What is your favorite Pokemon? Mine is Bulbasaur. Here we go. I'll make your Bubbas bounce. You gonna stream Pokemon the 18th weekend? Let me answer that with the sound effect.
I'm a male. I'm a man. I'm a he. I don't get into that mentally ill stuff.
I just opened some Merlin stickers. And I got some hits. Oh, nice. There we go. Are you really not going to acknowledge the dragon? Pro, that's why you got rear-ended. What? William Zhang, 5 Chili Willies. 2 Lost Origins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 Lost Origins. I need a new bag.
I'm stronger.
I'm smarter. I'm better.
I am better.
Sleep. Did you see Elon is set to fire like 30% of the Twitter employees over the weekend? I heard about that. It's pretty wild stuff, man. That's I feel bad for the workers. I think that it's a smart move for Elon. What he's trying to do is he's trying to make Twitter more competitive. And firing people causes a competition to occur. Think about it. If your boss came to you and said 30% of you guys are laid off, we're keeping the good ones, you'd work a little harder, wouldn't you? Just a little bit. And if you didn't work any harder, you're like, F this, I'm doing the same amount as always. Well, he figured you out. He's getting rid of you because he knows you're no good. So I think that's it's a very aggressive move that a CEO might do when he thinks that the workforce at a particular business is probably bad. So he wants to make the hiring real strict. I wish countries did this with this population. Sometimes I wish a country could fire its people. Like, you're fired. We're sending you to the island because we don't want you here because you don't do anything productive. You're just kind of like, I don't know, a lazy bum. Not everyone is, by the way. I don't want to sound too heartless, but some percentages, right? And it's like, why don't we scoop all these people up and send them to Canada? Canada can take care of them. Canada loves welfare, and we're going to send them to Canada, and Canada can pay their welfare. So I wish sometimes that the United States could do that. Businesses do it because businesses are allowed to be smart. I guess countries aren't allowed to be smart that way. Here's tornadoes. Canada will take care of them. I heard Canada is full of really sympathetic, really nice people who could never turn away a sad homeless person. So we should just scoop them all up and send them to Canada. We can orchestrate a migrant caravan to Canada, and if Canada builds any kind of border wall, we'll call them all racists. Here we are. This is for William Zhang. All right, William. I think if America fired some people, that would take some of the financial burden off of the taxpayer to take care of people who are not taking care of themselves. Send them to the island. West Miller. William Zhang. I need a new bag, he said, and I didn't even read it. Do you do giveaways on this channel? I do, but some people aren't allowed in the giveaway. Anyone whose name is gaming is never going to be in a giveaway, I'm afraid. Slabbed away the Ivysaur. Did you really? You're messing with me. All right, here we are. If we could just send them all to Martha's Vineyard, all the homeless, and tell them, you guys are rich, and you're always talking about how to be a good person. So here's your chance. Just take care of all this. Thank you. There we go. Mister, can you? Oh, I can. You slapped away the table. There we go. We got Dejema Kamal. What's up, man? Okay, so now we've got Hunter Shajat, live custom for Mr. Hunter. Mr. Hunter, it's time for your live custom. Oh, it's cold. I want to drill something lower pop. What you got? I mean, any of these Topps cards are lower pop. Give me a moment. So these are all quite rare. There's nothing common about these. Look at this. So these would be in the $40 range. Maybe not the Victory Bell. He might be a little more. But the Venonat probably. This would definitely be like 30 bucks. Oh, man, look at this. We got to get James O'Brien in here. Look at that lovely Caterpie. Dude, these are crazy good looking. When you guys, if you do not own one of these currently, when you finally do own one, you will understand the hype behind the Topps cards. Crazy good looking. They're so shiny. It's almost unbelievable how shiny they are. The actual cards. They're like a mirror. All right. You'd be like, oh, these are actually kind of cool. I didn't realize that. Jan Marini Pakleb, 1 Arcana. Okay, so Arcana does exist, yes. People forget that it's a thing. I made an order last night, and it seems it never went through. How's it going, videos to watch? How can I help you with that? Can you send me a penny message explaining in detail? Send me a PayPal message. 1 penny. So send me 1 penny with the message attached, explaining in detail what never got done. Then I will use that message to do research, okay? All right, 1 paradigm trigger. Paradigm trigger. I'm triggered. Mister, you're a pee-pee head. Hey! I ain't no pee-pee head. You're a pee-pee head. That's right, I said it. What are you gonna do about it? Okay. 2 hollows. And blank. Sounds good, mister. Yes. That's for Jan Marini. Here's Jan Marini. Kyle for Mod of the Year. There we go. I wish we had a moderator named Karen. That'd be funny. Okay, now we have Thomas Royale. $5 for your time. I have a CGC 9.5 Tops Doug Trio, but I'm a PSA only snob. Could I trade the Doug Trio for a PSA Slab or store credit? You could. I would have to retrieve the card from the shipping area, which I really don't feel like doing. But you paid me $5. So I'll leave a message for John to retrieve it. I don't even know what it's worth, so you'll have to wait until it gets retrieved. He's not here anymore. I'm going to leave him a list of things, so this is one of the things he'll do. All right. So I've told John you want to sell the card to me. Or trade it for store credit, basically. Been messaging on Discord, but no responses and being bumping to the moon. Really? Let's see. Who's this speaking? Jonathan Sylvester? What's your name on Discord? Got a Top Series 1 booster box sale for you to open for us. Been messaging on Discord. My baby mom called Karen. Your baby mama? Does she say, get me the manager? The real Karen, 949. Wait, you're just Jonathan Sylvester on here, aren't you? Aren't you? Like, let's see. No. Yeah, I don't know what your name is on Discord. I'm going to have to continue. Keep trying to contact me. I'm having trouble with Discord messages. I don't think they're working properly. I don't know. Jeff Leon says, to Mashoku, I have a box. All right, Jeff Leon. You ready? Sleep. Ah, man. I wish I could be outside when the lights are up like that. The sun's out. Okay, that's cold. JDS. Let me go look this up. Let me show you how it really is for me. Are you ready? So here are my messages. And when we scroll down, there you are right there, JDS. And here are the actual messages here. But where's JDS? This is retrospect. Where are you? You're not there. You don't exist. I don't have a message from you. So if you've been trying to message me, I've not been seeing you try to message me. JDS. Hey, mister, wanted to see if you're interested in buying Top Series 1 booster. Wow, look at this. Bump, 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 bump. Wow, definitely not even going through to me at all. So yeah, of course I'm interested. Wanted to see what you would offer for it. Yeah, let me just mention. All right, so I did a little reply. Bump, 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 bump. Yeah, I haven't seen that. I have not seen your original message like even one time. So I couldn't tell you what's going on. Ugh. Yeah, if you're having trouble, even with all the bumps, if you're still not getting through to me, might be time to consider that there is something wrong with Discord and I'm not getting your message from Discord for whatever reason. But you saw the messages on the side, right? So Jeff Leone, Oh, wait, you got a box. I got a box. Yo, Queso, is it true that Lizeth is a trap? There we go. There we are. Don't you have to be attractive to be a trap? No, I'm just messing with you. I'm a man. I'm a male. I'm a he.
I'm a male. I'm a man. I'm a he.
Simon Frank. Can I please get one large main list?
Whoa!
Whoa! All right, one large main list for Simon Frank. Oh, man. You got it, man. There it is. 1, 2, 3 spots. That's huge, man. Where's the stream deck at? I know. I've got my laptop. That's not bad.
It is 3 in the morning. I have begun a test of Jews. They have cleverly shifted their shapes.
They've cleverly shifted their shapes.
Taken the form of a little old woman.
All right, here it is, Simon Frank.
Horns.
I'm always here. Mister, is Tiffany on the large? Oh, look at that. Tiffany's on the large. Oh, well, that's mine now. So, okay, I'm getting $100 back. Look at that, guys. This is easy. There you go. So that's number 4. Good to know I'm definitely getting $100 back. All right, back to it. So, 3 Pokebras, Simon Frank. Hop, Lugia. That's cool. I like this Suicune and Lugia in there. That's kind of nice. Okay, there's a pack of, whoa, you're getting a pack of, oh, that's kind of cool, man. So that's actually much better than actually ordering a poker card, which is $10 per card. This is like a little poker card jackpot. And then the dang it card again. Whoa, that showed up quickly. Maybe I should put the dang it card in a different position. Love those poker cards. They're fun. So that's for Simon Frank. Oh, Mr. Simon. Mr. Simon. Here's Jason McHenry. To celebrate my new graphics card, I'll take 4 signatures from AOT Volume 1, Volume 2, Finale, and 1 jobless. I'm gonna need a new bag. All right, so I think he ordered 1 of each. You got it, man. 1 signature, 1 booster pack. It's possible in theory. The statistical odds reply to you on Discord. All right, give me a minute. All right. Hear all that tippity tapping? Holy cow. Tippity tap, tippity tap, tippity tap. All right. 1 AOT Volume 2. 1 Finale. All this delay for Tops Pack? I know. Tippity tap, tippity tap, tippity tap. My first day stream I've watched. Sorry for slacking. Simon Frank here. Last order had 2 live custom after the Pokebras. 2 live customs after the Pokebras. Can I please have 1 large main list, 3 Pokebrush, 2 live custom? He's not kidding, guys. I'm sorry about that, Simon. Let's take care of that. Here goes Simon Frank. You are correct. 1. Oh, that's kind of nice. That would be okay with me. I'd be like, yeah, I'll take that. All right, what do you got? Oh, you got some cute cards. So you've got the PSA 9 Legend Maker Voltorb with the big swirl, and you got a 10 Raichu. Cool. It's a bit hotter now, isn't it? I'm Karina. Mister, can you say for sure in your girly cheerleader voice? For sure. As if. Here it is. Okay, so back to Jason McHenry, who needs a new bag. Whatever. Soup. Mister, I need a girlfriend. Yeah? Whoa. Sword God style Ghislaine. Jason, Jeff Leon's not going to like to see this because he'd been poking around this box for a while, and pretty much in the last pack, you pulled a booby card. Oh my God. That's a snipe. All right, he's 1 out of 1 so far. Nope, pack number 2 is not a snipe. Pack number 3 is not a snipe. Pack number 4, also not a snipe. Awesome, thanks, mister. That's a full art. That's what that is. So there's about 1 per box. Sometimes there's 2 per box, but that's rare. So that's a hit. I'm a male. I'm a man. I'm a he. You don't need a girlfriend. All you need is to keep your head up, King. You need a girlfriend. I do not agree with that statement. That statement not endorsed by Cardconomist. You need a girlfriend. That is a very fundamental part of life. What is the large main list? Is that a more expensive version of the Pokebra? Yeah, it's like you could buy a $100 booster pack and it might have nothing but an energy card like this in it, or it might have a $1,000 slab in it. So it's very, very high risk Poke gambling is what it is, okay? It doesn't go off until the whole list is filled up. We don't open any of the packs till the whole list is filled up. Jason McHenry, 11.4. Jack, I heard Tiffany James is available. Oh my God. He could be young enough to not have a girlfriend, but just a hookup. Oh no. I would hate to hook up with hot young women. Oh no. Let's see. Replied on Discord. Mister has a mangina. What's a mangina? There we go. Is it the same as a badusi? All right, let's see. All right. So, man, that's a lot of typing. Ravi, 10 space jugglers. Let me find you those space jugglers. Which ones are the space jugglers? Palkia? Okay, Palkia is the space juggler. I think we have that right here. If you want a girlfriend, build self-confidence. Women love a confident man. I don't know. I feel like that advice is too simplistic, don't you? All you got to do is be confident, bro. Yeah, but what if she finds out you got a micro penis and no job? It doesn't matter how confident you are. Most women are still going to turn you down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's exceptions. What's up, Jorge? I got to sneeze, man. Woo! You could find a guy who's really not confident, but if he was wealthy and he was hung like a donkey, and she figured that out, which she has to figure it out, right? So that's an important step. She's still going to be like, I'm going to take my shot with this guy. There's nothing wrong with waiting until 40 to get a wife. What are you talking about? That's forever, dude. You've lived your whole life. You'd be dead if it was like the Middle Ages. You die in your 40s. Your grandpa by 40. That is not true. TCC, please grade our donkeys. Oh, yeah, is the Tiffany situation over? No, it is not over. I don't go out, no socials, full-time dad, work, gym, that's it. Full-time dad? You got a girlfriend. She's the lady you made the baby with. But, you know, in the case that there's no way to get her back, that's a tough one, man. You're going to the gym, so that's good. You need to go and put yourself in the stream of traffic where the girls are rotating and be like, hi, I'm a single father. Date me now. I slapped away the checklist card. Oh, here you are. So 10 space jugglers and the checklist CGC 9. You ready? That's tough though, man. I don't have to deal with that myself. I am not a single father. I know people who are. Here we are. The real Karen. WTF happened to Anthony? Anthony's a chick. Anthony got the miscut graded Diglett from PSA. Shoop. Ravi. Here's B-Drill. Is this not the best year for Pokemon or what? Nope, the best is yet to come. What about the latest age to have a kid? Well, if you're a guy, apparently you could be Donald Trump 100 years old and still have Barron Trump. So if Barron Trump's like whatever he is, 18 years old, and Donald Trump's like 80, then he had his last son when he was in his 60s. Okay, but that doesn't mean that you should wait till you're 60 to have a kid. You could catch cancer, you could die of a heart attack, all kinds of things can happen to you before you reach that age. So it's not a good idea to wait till you're 60. I mean, I think I've basically made it to the last stages of waiting to have kids. I'm 33. It's time for me to have kids, basically. I wouldn't go any later than this age. It's just too old. Baron's a clone. I'm not gay no more. That's that sound effect. Ravi! Let's grab your bag. I wish I was Baron. Long line? No, it's a pretty short line, actually. Nice short line. Can you show what the Minecraft cards look like? Yeah, all you gotta do is buy one. And then I'll show you very quickly. And by quickly, I mean 30 minutes later. So Ravi says he wants to put this guy in a slab away. Ravi de Lara. You know, in the end, nature doesn't care if you got Pokemon cards. Nature cares if you got a little mama. That's what nature cares about. So, you know, if I was single right now, that would be a bigger priority to me than my card collection, that's for sure. I'd be focusing on girlfriends. It'd be girlfriend time for me. November. Ravi de Lara. This is called Checklist 120. All right, and it sounds like you already applied $5 to it. Is that right? So we're going to say 115. Would it be best to hold or open and grade in your honest opinion? I know there's a risk. If you open that box and it's sticky and there's like a 95% chance that it is, you will lose all the value of that box because I'm not so sure how much money you're going to make on those sticky cards. The one card that will make you money is Charizard. Sticky Charizard will still make you money, but you've got a whole box to cover, right? So if somebody opens a sticky Charizard with me, they're all right. But if they open a whole box and get one sticky Charizard, they're not all right. They are definitely losing money on the sticky box. So that's the game for you. And now if you open it up and it's like super duper good, you will make money on that box. And that's it. You've seen how many boxes we've opened, right? I can tell you it's like 1 in 20 is not sticky. I've topped sticky boosters and they don't worth that much. I know, they're pretty hard to find non-sticky. Okay, now we got Alejandro Garcia. I forgot to add that I was paying for shipping in my last order. Alejandro Garcia. Oh! Now that makes sense. I did not understand that part. My bad. There we go. You want a couple free hollows? Here's some hollows, Mr. Alejandro. I paid $30 for the slab away and there's 90 left. Double check. So if you put a card into slab away, there is a fee of $25 that does not count toward the card. You might have a misunderstanding of how slab away works. So slab away does not work where you can take the card, put it into slab away for 30 bucks, and that money goes toward the card. There's always a $25 slab away fee. The fee does not go toward the card. Since you misunderstood that, what I could do for you is simply undo the slab away. That's probably the smartest thing. Because you'll probably want to sit back and think if you really want to put it in there because it's a pretty cheap card. I will note it's got the green label down there, so it's an unusual checklist. Can I pay the rest of the card? Yes. If you would like to, I can set this to the side and you can just pay the rest of the card. There we go. So, all right, Alejandro. We gotta log in and get Alejandro's address, everybody. Print. All right, there goes. Okay, so Ravi has 30 bucks with me. And he said he wants to pay off the rest of that checklist. That's right. Now we have Jesse Madrid, 5 Chilling Rain, 3 Galaxy. You got it, Jesse. 5 Chilling Rain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 3 Galaxy ones. Here we are. Damn, Jack, glad to see the progress, man. Collecting again. I got money now. My own place. Have my kids every day. Just no women. Where's the women at? Jack, women's what got you in trouble in the first place. What you really need is men. Good luck, Jesse. All right, pack number 1. Always looking for the sexy Leias. Give me a minute there. There we go. Jack, no gym babes. I'm a he. I'm a male. I'm a man. I'm a he. Done, mister. Thanks a lot. No problem. Okay, that's cold. And I have mad trust issues. He don't like men no more. He's delivered. Okay. There we go. Jack, you need to schedule yourself a vacation to a foreign land and be like, hey, little mama, want to come back to the USA with me? And she'd be like, oh, smoochy, smoochy. I don't know what to say there without sounding offensive. I realized if I did any kind of accent, it would come off as crude. So I had to say smoochy, smoochy. I got a card sorting tray from Ultra Pro. It didn't take very long to arrive. Oh, wow. Good thing about that. All right, Jesse Madrid. Do DMT to find yourself. Don't listen to them, Jack. Everyone's always trying to get you to do drugs. Don't do drugs, kids. If you don't plan on doing drugs for the rest of your life, why start now? Why tempt yourself with some drugs when you could just avoid them all and not have to know what you're missing? It's like we don't do drugs because when you get addicted to a drug, you build tolerance to it, and then it inevitably wears your brain out, and then you got brain problems or infected needles in your veins or some crazy crap, or you smoked your lungs out or whatever you did, and it cost you an assload of money to consume a drug that is gone and then you need it again to feel good. Pirates Enjoyer, one live. Don't do drugs. I'm good. Drugs are bad. Here's Nine Tails. That's for Pirates Enjoyer. Mr. Pirates, if you don't plan on making a drug habit, why try it? Just say no. Don't do the peer pressure. Is it safe to tell you guys a secret about me? No, we're all going to make fun of you for it. Whoa, I just got an interesting offer. I can't do it. I got to save up for a home. All right. Got to save for... There's a real nice card I want, and I just got an offer on it, but I can't buy it. I'm Video Watcher. Last night I sent you $15 for a pack of Pokemon Go English and US shipping. I mentioned I should have a slab of a shiny Mewtwo and 2 separate bags with my name in the D box. I had some Team NT cards and DVD. Hope this doesn't cause a hassle. So, Daniel, if that's the case, we should be able to go looking for you, right? Actually, I guess the first thing I do is search my labels. So let me go over here. Did you buy the top hat? No. But, mister, all the cool kids are doing drugs. Man, we got a drug culture. And honestly, when I was younger, I thought, man, we got to get rid of the war on drugs. Now I'm older and I'm like, dude, drugs are stupid, dude. They're so stupid. There's no redeeming quality to them. It is literally just a drug that you consume, and that's it. It's just a little thing of chemicals that activates your... It subverts the natural method of feeling good, which is accomplishing something in life, finding meaning in life, exploring nature, getting a reward for something that you worked very hard on, whatever you want to call it, right? Getting sex with the woman that you earned from, right? It subverts all that. You just pop some fentanyl in your veins or whatever the F it is. It F's you up. You get hooked on it. It's super expensive, oftentimes illegal. There's all these health costs, and you do that all instead of just going out in the world and doing things the right way, the hard way. I'm not a fan. I think that we had the war on drugs, and really it was more like a cultural war on drugs, and it was a failed cultural war. And so everyone decided, hey, drugs will be cool. Everyone should do drugs. We're going to swing back the other way. We're going to realize how stupid they are. They're not that glamorous, in my opinion. Oh, wow, I did drugs. It's not that glamorous. We're going to have a whole generation of people hooked on drugs, and then they're going to question, like, why did I ever do this? This was so expensive. It caused healthcare damage to me. And here I am 10 years later, and the drugs haven't really done anything for me. Here we are. All right. I only do meth. Daniel Castaneda. All right, Daniel, we're getting you a label. So 1 pack of Pokemon Go English. Huh? Let's get you that pack of Pokemon Go English. There we go. I have a great question for you guys. Why develop a drug habit? Why? What's the point of it? Is it really good for you? Why develop a drug habit? What's your reasoning for developing a drug habit? Get addicted to being productive. Get addicted to building things. Get addicted to exercise. There's a lot of great things to be. Get addicted to buying stocks in the stock market. Get addicted to drugs. It's like the worst expenditure of your money. All right, we got your 2 bags together, Daniel. Now we're getting you your label. Get addicted to finding a proper girlfriend, you know? And girlfriends want you to buy them stuff like jewelry and cars and a nice home. But you're not going to have money for that if you bought whatever, like tons of weed, I guess. Because weed, you just smoke it one time and it's gone forever once you smoked it. It's that thing I call a consumable, right? It's a consumable. You consume it one time and then it's gone, and then all your money's gone too. You don't want consumables, you want assets. Real estate's an asset. Stocks are an asset. You buy them and they stay with you. Even gold is more of an asset than marijuana. Every dollar you've spent on marijuana, you could have bought gold coins, and today you'd be a lot wealthier. Here we are. Let's print a label here. It does not appeal to me. It took me a while in life to reach this point. You forgot the Mewtwo slab. I did not. It is not forgotten. It gets added in later. My job is to print you the label. So we got a little label for you. And the label goes in your bag. And then we add the slab when it actually gets packaged. Mister, nah, you're right, 100%. You buy all this weed and whatever other stupid drug. You know, here's the problem with drugs. This is why I don't like them. They're a product literally designed to subvert your self-control. That's it. That's all they are. Humans have limited self-control, and drugs are this product where it gets rid of your self-control, right? That's why people drink alcohol. People say, I gotta have marijuana or else I won't feel good. There's no way I could feel good without marijuana. Or whatever, meth, fentanyl, heroin, I don't care what it is. It's just always something. I couldn't feel good without this. Yeah, because you're a drug head now. You've tainted yourself with it. What are you doing, man? And then on top of that, you are spending yourself poor. You will never have a loving person, a real high quality partner who holds you and tells you that they love you because you got nothing to offer them. You spent all your money on whatever you're smoking. You know what I mean? Then you got a collapsed lung later. I don't know. I'm not a fan. I think they're the very worst consumable. If you were to buy a Pizza Hut pizza and eat that, it would be a better consumable than consuming drugs. All right, let's do it. Let's keep going. Terrible consumable. It is a consumable designed to override your self-control. And that is the very worst consumable of all. Alexander Mail, 2 Pokebras. All right. Here goes. We got, a hyper rare Machamp. Mr. sounds like the news 12 years ago. I was alive 12 years ago. I felt like the news back then was just like, don't do drugs, okay? Here we are. There was no extended conversation about the concept or the, maybe like the cultural relevance of drug or nobody talked about philosophical ideas about hedonism versus whatever else you wanted to say. Like maybe that's your belief. Maybe your belief is humans should head to living in a pod and there's just this wire plugged into your arm, your vein in your arm, and it just feeds you dopamine. Is that the future for you? Because that's kind of what you're doing, isn't it? There's not a whole lot of a difference. If you're stuck in a pod or the equivalent of a pod because you got no money because you spend it all on consumables and you're just doing drugs, How's that a whole lot different from the Matrix where they're sitting in their little battery energy harvesting pod? You know what I mean? Yeah, so it's just this thing feeding dopamine into your veins. It's pathetic, man. It's anti-human. Nothing to be proud of. Your ancestors would tell you, dude, you're not really living. It's not at all what I would like to do for myself. Here we are. I think you should spend all your money on assets, though. All right, pre-grade appraisal on my bag, says Alexander. I should have 7 bulk grades. Please grade 2 that have a good shot at 10. Thank you. Should have 7 bulk grades open. Okay, Alexander Mail. Let's see. Wasted 15 years buying weed. What a waste of time. Dumb that I look back on it now. So if you spent 15 years buying weed, if you could add all the money together that you spent on it, and you had left that in a, some sort of compounding interest account, you would see the true opportunity cost of your behavior. And it could be a life-changing amount of money. The kind of money that moved you into a nice lake house. You know what I mean? Down payment on a nice home. You know what women really like? Guys who have a nice lake house. It's very easy to market yourself to women when you have a nice home. You say, want to live on my lake house? Because it's pretty fancy. And they go, oh, holy hoochie mommies. Oh, 7 bulk grades. He's not kidding. All right. So the Scissor VMAX, huh? So we're doing a card appraisal. So I like these 2 off the bat. Those are from the Pokebras. Or you spend it on Pokemon cards. So the difference, though, is Pokemon cards do go up in value. Some of them do, not all of them do. I would argue vintage definitely does. But also, Pokemon cards are highly liquid. So let's say you bought this Lucario from me today for $47. And then you showed it off on your social media and you got paid ad revenue and you built up a following around your collection. You could still go back and sell this to the market for about $47. Your money hasn't gone anywhere. And sometimes certain cards surprisingly go up in price. Like these old guys. You see this box of Evolving Skies Evolutions? I'm almost done selling this for about $900. I spent about $100 on this box. What happened to it? Why am I getting so much for it? Well, once upon a time, it used to be worth $100 a box. Then it shot up to $900. Then it shot up to like $700, and I'm managing to sell it at about $900 in my online service. So in the end, the amount of money I've made from this one investment is like times 9 the initial investment, and that I'm pretty sure that's better than the 7% you'll get in the stock market. 7 to 14% you get in the stock market. So I like Pokemon cards and collectibles as a potential investment vehicle, but also just for fun. I like them just because they're enjoyable, but they pay social media dividends too. Like I get ad revenue, guys. How's your NNN coming? Very well. Wow, it's a lovely card, just slightly thinner on the left than the right up here. I'm scared that this corner versus this corner will turn it into a 9. Here is really nice card. That's really nice. This, of course, is going to be really nice. Oh, I'm looking at it still. These 2 cards slid down. Okay, let me look at that. Slightly off center, but I actually think this one might still be in the range of a 10. Yeah, these are all lovely. You could grade these right here, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you got 6 cards here. Please grade 2 that have a good shot at 10. All right, so I'm going to pick the Machamp out, and I'm going to pick out the Espeon out. You're saying the other day you're not a millionaire yet, but 10,000% you are. Yeah, you never know. I mean, the thing is, I don't truly know the value of all my cards put together because I got a lot laying around, and it would take me a while to count it all. And but if I don't touch my collection for 10 years, probably more than $1 million. What do you think? No Nut November ruins your libido. There we go. Ooh, nice. Make John count them. Nah, I don't need that. I don't need John to count all my cards. That'd be silly. So anyways, 11.4. I'm not big on drugs. We have built a really large culture around praising drugs and seeing drugs as cool. And it's sort of interesting to me because I'm starting to feel like drugs are idiotic. And so, like many things in our culture, I think we praise stupidity. Have you guys noticed that in our culture? The things that are praised is whatever's most stupid. And that's great for entertainment purposes, but I don't know, do you want a nice wife? Do you want a nice home? Do you want a retirement account? You cannot be stupid about those things. You just can't. You got to be smart about them. Let's see. Alexander Mail, where did I toss your bag? I guess I tossed your bag somewhere. Oh, here it is. Casey goes, nope. I don't want any of those things. Grade all 6. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lovely. Is TCC confusing weed with Meth? Listen, I'm not a weed fan. I'm not a weed fan. It's very expensive. A lot of people smoke it. I'm not into smoking. I think smoking is bad for your lungs. It can make you eat more food. It can make you lazier. It can ruin your motivation and ambition, which is like perhaps your most important thing that you have as a man is your ambition. You need ambition, man. You ever wonder, like, why does this guy work so hard? Why don't I work this hard? You don't have ambition. It's like an energy inside of you. So if you're laying around smoking weed and you're like, whoa, why does this guy work so hard? Well, it's because I'm not smoking weed. It's because I'm out here working. And you want that, man. It's going to make you rich if you got that. It doesn't matter what I do. I didn't have to be doing Pokemon cards. You realize that, right? I could have been doing any job and I would have the same ambition. It doesn't matter. It's me. It's inside of me to just work all the time and make a lot of money. And I fear marijuana because I don't want to ruin that. Why would you want to ruin that? It's the best thing about you. There's nothing special about being another human who consumes drugs. That's like the easiest thing you can do is lay around and consume drugs. Finding somebody who can make a lot of money and provide is rare. Most people do not like to work. It's painful. I never blame the weed. The subculture is smoke weed and don't care about anything else. Make 420 your entire personality. Yeah, and so honestly, I don't know how that became the culture in America, but is it really doing you good? All right, so you smoke weed for 40 years. Your brain's not as good as it used to be because you've been smoking a drug. The only reason you like to smoke is because it affects your brain, right? Does it make your brain sharper and more effective, or does it make your brain dull? I think it makes it dull. Anyways, well, it certainly makes you addicted to comfort. And so you smoke all this weed, and then you've spent 40 years of weed now. That's a lot of money on this thing that just, it's like you might as well set your money on fire. So you're setting your money on fire and smoking it. And now you've smoked weed for 40 years. Wow. Really cool. I don't know. It's just not that cool. I want to see like the big house you bought. I want to see the cool cars you bought. I want to see your sexy wife. I want to see you've got a family. Where does weed fit into that? Like, what does it do for you other than waste your money? I don't know. But, people should be able to enjoy some nice hedonism in life. I do think so. You want to enjoy something nice, that's fine. But it's weird. I feel like we have a drug culture. That's different. That's where everyone thinks that's the thing to do. You should just be doing drugs. And I think that's real stupid. Andrew Hyatt, one poopy trigger. You got it, man. So I get it. If you want to have some thing for yourself that you enjoy, some sort of guilty pleasure, I get that. Guilty pleasures are fine. But we got a drug culture where the drug isn't seen as just a guilty pleasure. It's an identity. It's a way of life. It's a good guy thing. The good guys smoke weed. Like, where did that come from? No, the weed is a sin. It's like smoking cigarettes or drinking alcohol. You do it for pleasure. It's like hooking up with hookers. You know what I mean? But no, we're turning it into weed's going to heal all your problems and cure cancer. I don't know where that came from, but it's a very effective marketing. Wow, was it really over weed? I spent way too much money on opening modern product. Now looking back, I feel stupid. Rage, I try to tell people that, but they love it. Andrew Hyatt, let's do it. There's too much of it. The modern product should be cheaper at the very least, but the demand on it is so high that the price remains high on it. So if it was ever cheap enough, I'd buy some too. But the price on it relative to the rarity of it does not add up. Let me turn this music down a little bit. We got a good song over here. All right. Whew. Sometimes this music is not so calming. Jeff Leon, Win Mashoku. You got it, man. Oh, Jeff. He just sniped the booby card. All right. 1 AOT Volume 2. You know, we host vintage pack breaks and we host out-of-print box breaks on this channel too. But what surprises me is everyone wants modern stuff. A true degen, I'm a rip till I die. If you open enough Moonbreon, you'll be rich. Haven't caught a stream in a while. How's it going? What's up, Fernan? Wow, man, it's hot in this room. Dude, these scissors are going dull. Did you get my second order? Oh, and there's a fly in here now. Yes, I'm sure I did. I apologize. We're talking a lot. And we're still opening product. Well, I gotta see how hot it is in here because it feels freaking insanely hot. You guys want to come with me? Soup. That's a trash bag. Look at that bulk. He has like 74. What the hell? I just turned the cooling on. My fan's off. Hot in here, dude. 74. I'm like wearing a sweater. That's part of it. All right. That's better. Jeff Leon. I'm going to come. Do not come. 74 is perfect? Nah, I got it set to 70. What are you talking about? 74? 69 would be perfect. But that's a little too cold for my wife. 74. There we are. What are you, Jamaican? I don't know what that means. Thank you, Jeff. The flies grow on cardboard. There we go. I'm in Florida. That's beautiful to me. Oh, is Florida hot? Nah, dude, that's like insanely hot. 74 degrees. 68, 69 degrees would be perfect, but that's a little too cold for my wife, so we do about 70. Marcos Rojas, pre-order 1 bulk grade and a pre-grade appraisal. Will send petty message after I see what's in my smallish bag. Okay, Marcus wants to see what's in his bag, and then he wants to grade something. Ow. Drill that ash in the pee-pee. Max Guzman. You're not in here. You know, for all the times I've lifted these boxes, I'm surprised I've never dropped a box. I balance these boxes on like my pinky finger when I lift them up. And they're all heavy. Here we are. So this is Mr. Marcos with the pre-appraisal, a card appraisal. This is off center. I like this A-Palm. He's cute, but he's just A-Palm. Mankey, he's off center. Flapple. He's okay. Flapple's just Flapple, though. Birthday Pikachu. He's a bit thin on the right. Oh, now that's nice. Well, he's okay up here, but when you get down here, he's way off center. So Raikou off center. But he's the nicest one so far. Oh, this will be it. So this card will probably give you a shot at the 10. It's not guaranteed to be 10. Oh, I thought that was a dot on the sleeve. Is it not? Not 100% of these Japanese cards grade 10. This particular one appears to have a small white dot right there. So, yeah, this is close to a 10. Here's Kangaskhan. He's a bit thin on the right down here. He's pretty nice. Bisharp. You should consider getting into sports. I could if I wanted to. Okay, you got some sexy girls here. Yowza. So you could consider grading some of these girls. I don't know if you're into the pokey girls here. These are the BDSM girls. I mean, look at their outfits. That's some wild stuff. They got like chains and shit. She's got her boobies out. Anime girls, man. That girl's like lifting her dress and blushing. I think a little selection of modern high-end sport boxes would attract a lot of people. True, but I don't want the whole stream to be spent opening. Oh, that's way off center. Are these all off center? Oh my God. Is this off center? Yep. So, nope, you will not be grading the girls. So you got a bag full of cards, Marcos Rojas, but they're all off center. These are two of your best. This one could turn into a 10, but it's going to be so borderline, dude. This one will not be 10. It will be 8. So I don't know if I would grade that one. It's still nice. All right. Now, you know, hey, you know, Marcos, if you had just sent a bunch off to grade, they would have graded poorly. So that probably saved you some money taking a look into the bag like that. That probably saved you a little money doing that research because you just avoided some poor grades. So I will put you down as 1 TCC. That means you got 1 bulk grade with me. I'll put this back over here. Thank you very much. So your bulk grade is written down on your bag. Paul Newman, 2 Pokebra. All right, Paul Newman. Let's get it. Yeah, we were talking about drugs for a minute there. Wonder how many people who like to do drugs got mad at me for that. Here's Slacking and Arcanine. Now, that's a lot more than 1 card. Same here. All right. Oh, you got the Merlin card, huh? Holy hoochies. Still taking orders? No, let's stop. Let's wrap up the orders. We got a couple to take care of. Wow, that's actually a full pack there. Beautiful. It's funny, when I talk about a subject that I know is fully conservative, we will like lose viewers because they don't like that perspective. So a fully conservative perspective is drugs are bad and good. So it's silly. We really do have a strong drug culture, pro-drugs culture in America. I think it's a big waste of money. Final Fantasy, Opus 5. Okay, give me a minute. How's the line? I'm burning it right now. 2 Emissaries of Light. There we go. I was more on the fence when it came to drugs for a long time, but I feel like I've concluded. I've made up my mind. Not a fan. I do think they're one of the worst expenditures of money. Invest in medical cannabis business. I'm going to invest. Shoop. Paul Newman. Here's Benjamin and Cecil. Can I see the 2 checklist cards I bought with you, or did I miss it? Here we are. The checklist card, I'm still waiting to run into that payment from you, and then I'll get that written up for you, okay? Weed is cheap if you grow it yourself. That's a great point. That is a good point. Kind of like making your own wine. Menphilia? Okay. Mistress Discord is bumping. What do you mean? Goomba. There we go. Very nice. Yeah, Mr. Stop investing in cars. Just give it all to me. Invest in the Kush. Mr. Get a Dare sponsorship. Paul Newman. I think one of the problems with the war on drugs is it wasn't a literal war. I feel like we should have had a literal war with the people who are providing the drugs. We should have sent our military after them and just wiped them out. Put this over here. All right. Here's Gregory Pablo, 2 space jugglers. 2 space jugglers. Here we are. Soup. 2 space jugglers, $25 to my slab away. All right. It's interesting how people fall into different political beliefs over time. So Gregory, what's up, Pokebombs? Tommy, how's it going, man? That's a hollow. Why blame the provider and not the consumer? The reason I don't blame the consumer as much is because of the nature of the product. So this was something I was thinking about it today. It was on my mind. And I was thinking about how drugs are, by their design, they're designed to override your self-control. So anyone who's selling a product that overrides self-control just chemically, just like straight up, I feel like you're selling poison is what you're selling. You're selling poison. Unless it was like making you stronger, smarter, faster, better. But that's typically not what drugs actually do, right? So that you become dependent on them, you become desensitized to them. You have to take heavier doses, and then your brain and whatever other body parts get messed up by it over time, right? So that's really what happens. All right, Gregory Pablo, 25-year slab away. Let's get that 25-year slab away. So I do not blame the consumer at all. I do blame the provider. Should be considered an act of war to sell drugs to a people, to a country. All right, Gregory. I feel like we often don't use our military for things that seem appropriate. And finally, here's something that I feel is actually appropriate to use our military on. What's wrong with that? Betas will consume no matter what. Drugs are bad. Okay. Here we are. I just lean a little more right. What? Oh, you lean a little more to the political right. I didn't know what you meant by that at first. Legalize crack. The left needs to find themselves again. Here we are. Right. And that's an interesting point because I feel like drugs is the left. The left is just sort of like, yeah, we're drugs. Drugs is our personality. I smoke weed every day, work every day, make over 35 an hour working 12-hour shifts, so I'm doing well with weed in my life. My pee-pee leans to the right. Well, and definitely marijuana is sort of like that borderline kind of consumable because I feel like it's not as harmful as, let's say, a drug that we know should be banned completely. Like fentanyl overdosing is killing crazy amounts of people. So can we not declare it an act of war to sell us fentanyl from a foreign country? So that should be considered an act of war, and we should actually pursue the people who are selling it to us and say, no, you can't sell us this item that overrides people's self-control. That should be completely illegal, but more than illegal, you kill people with this. This is an attack on our people. So you cannot be putting this into our country. We'll come after you and kill you. Taven Richardson, 2 Pokebras. So we have like this, quote, war on drugs. We should have had a real war on drugs. We should have had one where there's militaries involved and whoever's providing it should have been wiped out in the physical sense, not in the social sense or the political sense. See, political, social, there's no results. You don't actually affect anything. Don't do drugs, kids. All right, so don't do drugs, kids is funny because it actually made kids want to do drugs. Ooh, wow, look at all this. We should have had a real war, and it should have been whichever country is sending us drugs, we declare war on them. The problem is that China's the one providing most of the drugs. Well, then we stop doing business with them. We say, oh, no. Wasn't that something they did in the past? The Opium Wars. China and the Opium Wars. They realized they concluded the same thing I'm talking about right now. They said this is more than just, this is an actual attack on us. And they declared war on the countries that were doing that to them. One Nintendo game pack. They came to the same exact conclusions. Here we are. Sugar is highly addictive. You should put forth that mind-breaking new idea to Congress. We'll call let's call it the war on drugs. Mister, did you get that? I ordered 2 Pokebra. You only opened 1, says Paul Newman. Really? 2 Pokebra. Paul Newman, you're saying I only opened up 1? What about Kanye's war on the Jews? Here's Super Mario Brothers. Kanye's a little kooky. I'm in the nest of Jews. Whoa! Mister, have people the right to put whatever they want inside. People have the right to put whatever they want inside of their bodies. Now, skills and reviews, I agree with this. But there's an exception. People have the right to do whatever they want in a country where they're not allowed to vote and they're not allowed to have access to welfare. So if you want the freedom to do absolutely anything to yourself, then you cannot vote to have yourself be given free healthcare, aka healthcare where I pay for it. And you cannot ask me for welfare when your life goes to shit because you're doing a lot of drugs. So then I go, yeah, do whatever you want. Anything. I don't care. Do absolutely anything. But this is a society where you pay actually massive amounts of taxes so that other people can screw their own lives up. And they vote for more welfare constantly voting for more welfare. So there's a difference. So if you could tell me that in this society, I could be free of paying other people's welfare, I could agree. You could have any drug. Yeah, as much of it as you want. There we go. I don't qualify for welfare. Damn it. Paul Newman is going to need another Pokebra. You ready, Paul Newman? All right, Paul. Paul, I'm going to get you two of them, okay? So this is for Paul Newman back here. I'd like to speak to the manager. Wow, that's actually a pretty good pack all by itself. So that's one. And here is two. There you go, Paul. Sorry about that, man. I appreciate your business, Paul. There we go. Yeah, just don't make me pay for your life when you inevitably screw it up. If you're to say, I can do anything I want. I don't actually believe that's true. I think in society you do have a responsibility to take care of yourself, because by living together, we're sort of like a family, aren't we? We live together in a looser way than a family does. Like a family's closer. All right, so back to it. Taven Richardson, let's get this in your bag, Taven. Mr. Pay for my kids. Imagine if you're allowed to actually build your house again. What do you think about abortion? Yeah, it's a very common question. Taven Richardson. Let's see. My answer is always the same. I'm not here. You ever hear the Democrats say, oh, Republicans, they want to save the babies, but they don't want to raise them afterwards? They're right. I do not want to raise your kids for you. I don't want to feed them. I don't want to house them. They are none of my business. I didn't put my dick in your girlfriend or wife. I have no business raising your kids. So if your girlfriend and wife wants to kill her own offspring because she's a dummy, have at it. I'm not here to save your babies. I'm not here to have your babies. Those are your babies, not mine. That should be the proper conservative response, by the way. It's Christians that say you're not allowed to have abortions, and I'm not a Christian. Matthew Garcia says 50 to slab away. If you were to ask me if I thought it was murder, I definitely think it's murder. I think anyone claiming it's not murder is definitely lying to themselves. They're either delusional, because they're not very smart, or they are holding on to the lie that it's not murder because they're just saying whatever they have to say to retain access to it. It's definitely baby murder. But I don't care. If it's not my baby, then, have at it. Have fun removing yourself from the gene pool. So $50 to slab away the CGC 10 Blastoise. Matthew, you've already got the Blastoise in the CGC, so I applied $50 to it. All right, very good. You're right. It should be up to the person doing it. Mister's a Scientologist. Rip to all the babies that have gone down the drain. Yeah, lots of babies. A lot of baby murder. It's definitely baby murder. Why would you get rid of it if it wasn't a baby? If it was just like a toenail or something, you wouldn't care about a toenail. You're getting rid of it specifically because it will be a baby very soon. So you're getting rid of the baby itself. You don't want a baby. And you've gotten rid of it very early on in the human life cycle. But the delusion to say it's not a baby, they're either really delusional or they're just saying whatever they got to say to keep it legal, which I think a lot of liberals are smart enough to just, they're like, come on, we don't say that part out loud. We got to keep it legal because I want to be able to have lots of sex with lots of partners and not have to have a baby. So Ravi says slab checklist. Oh, Ravi, let's grab that slab. We put it over here. Simply love this card. Give me a glimpse of those two. Here's the one you're purchasing. It's got this nice green logo down here. The other one's in our shipping place, so I couldn't grab it right away. A lot of conservative Christians use abortions but don't want other people doing it. Yeah, you're just saying that they're hypocritical. I don't know if that's necessarily true. I came from a Catholic family that was conservative. That would not be the case with them. They would not have an abortion. They would take it very serious and have the child. So I don't think that that's true to make that claim. There are probably people who they don't like it, but then when it happens to them, then they go, okay, now I do like it. You know what I mean? There is a Planned Parenthood next to a taco spot in the hood. All right, Ravi, let's get your name on this. I really appreciate it. So you're saying you have another one of these that you've purchased, but we keep it pretty far away from this table in a shipping location. And so I wouldn't want to go retrieve it because that could take a couple minutes to retrieve it, and people don't like to wait. Okay, now we have an order from Mr. Billy Bale, One Lost Origin. When the Democrats say you don't like to take care of the baby when it's out of the room, they're right. You ever been called a wallet by a girl? Shut up, wallet. You ever had a girl call you a wallet? That's right, because one of the things that men provide is money. Why do you have access to my money if I didn't have sex with you? That's a great question for all men to ask. All men should ask this. Why should the government take my money and give it to a woman who I have no relationships with? She's not having sex with me. That's not my child. Those aren't my genes. Why am I giving you my money? That's crazy. It's theft is what it is. I would give zero money if I could. That's my money. You have a husband. You have a father who did that with you, had the sex, had the baby. You guys should feed the baby. That's your responsibility. Billy Bale, the more society becomes a welfare socialist society, the more disconnected families become, simply because women can have me pay for a child that I didn't father. And that's completely wrong. And it's very bad for families in general. Very bad for families in general. So when your wife can rely on me, the taxpayer guy, to provide for her baby, she will throw you to the curb. She doesn't want to have to be your wife. That's work. Being a wife is work. So instead of being your wife, she'll have me, Mr. Cardconomist, pay her welfare. I'm not here for that. I'm not here to be hers. She doesn't love me. I don't love her child. None of those things. So why am I paying for it? It's so outrageous, and we're so disconnected from this sort of natural order of things. Very frustrating for me. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Billy Bailey. She should be reliant on the father for her income. And if you are scared that a man will not be a good provider, then you should be scared to have sex with them too. There we go. All that's been disconnected by welfare. Welfare has gotten rid of those fears, those very natural and very real and natural fears. We've gotten rid of that through this system called welfare that I don't agree to participate in. It is theft. Hey, mister, it's Gamer Kenpachi. Let me have 5 Japanese. Pokemon Go. I have a tiny bag. You got it, Gretchen. I believe in charity. So if you and your family was struggling and you said, hey, man, will you give us some money out of the kindness of your heart? We're in the same country together. We're in the same community together. We're not quite family, but we believe in the same ideals. I would say, yes, let me open my wallet and let's take care of you, because we have a shared vision of our society, and I want to make sure that people who share my vision have access to raising their family. But that's not how it works. When a big government takes all your money away, they give it to people who hate you, people who want nothing to do with you, people who completely disagree with the direction that the country should be led in, and you pay for them to have their family, and it's not right. And it makes me want to go to war is what it makes me feel like. It makes me feel very unhappy. And I think about it all the time. It's on my mind every day. So anyways, that is a big problem. It's why I'm strongly against socialism. I think socialism fails over and over and over again. Socialism puts you on the hook for the worst decisions of the people that live near you. You have to pay for their bad decisions. And it's not right. It never really works. The government ends up taking a large chunk of that money and they use it against you. They use it against your wishes and your interests. They waste it. They're never that efficient with it. And they always need more. No matter how much socialism you're already paying for, the government always demands more money from you because they never have enough for their socialist ideals. There's never enough money to pay for all the people who don't feel like working. And the nature of humans is to move away from discomfort and toward comfort. So the moment you start receiving free money, you always wish you had more free money. Gretchen Calejos. Did I say that right? Mr. Gretchen. I got some cards for you. He's got a tiny bag. redeploying into war zones. Smoked, I'm going to HR. Here we are, Gretchen. Yeah, welfare's bad for you. Let's see, Gretchen. I want to be bad choices that I wouldn't agree to. I'm going to HR. Ooh, the great what? Aha, Mr. Gretchen. Found your bag. Let's get these cards in here. So you aren't a human in the womb. If the 9 months of growth isn't added, okay, to your age when you're born, you are 0 to 9 months old when you're born. Anytime before you're born isn't part of you. TCC, what's going on in your local elections? We are having local elections, aren't we? Oh, man, I got the hiccups. Ruben Aguilar, 1 sneaker, 1 lost origin. 1 sneaker, 1 lost origin, 1 poker card. Okay, let's see what your poker card is. Still alive? I'm still alive. That's Hopip. All right, you ready? I think when there's a lot of welfare, the value of men falls too, by the way. If you're a guy, one of your values as a guy is being a provider. You can go to work and work long hours and be a provider. And that's a big selling point for you as a man. When you got a country with a lot of welfare, women don't need men who are providers anymore. They can go to daddy government, and daddy government will simply take money from all the men and give it to a lady. So you have gotten rid of the natural order of the value of men, and I feel like men are tricked into believing welfare is for them. It's not for you. It's definitely not for you. So, there you go. You vote against it and get a job and be real strong. Wouldn't a drug test fix some of the welfare? Maybe. Mister, you invest in a Fortnite Slabs? I thought about it. My country's school district is trying to go unisex bathrooms, K to 12. Ruben. Here we are, Ruben. There we go. How nice. Okay, what's next? Brandon Galligan, $50 toward my slab away. Mr. Brandon. All right, $50 for Brandon. So this is 616 remains, $616. Boop. Free Brooks. And I think we're done. Yay, we're done. What a fascinating conversation. It was mostly me ranting. You know, you guys are always allowed to disagree with me. You can counter with some ideas. But the major ideas I had in the last day or so, the concept of a drug is it's a consumable product that overrides your self-control. When you really think of it from that perspective, it's kind of an evil thing, isn't it? It's kind of like a poison. And then the other concept I had was women really do value men for their ability to provide. In a country with a great amount of welfare, women no longer value men because they don't have trouble with money. They just receive it because they voted for it. That is a bad deal for men. So I feel that men should be interested in making sure that their money stays in their own wallet, and that if somebody wants to have that money, they have to agree to, you know, it's an exchange, isn't it? You know, like you're saying, this is part of my value. My net worth is part of my value as a partner. And so I feel like you reduce that value when you pay more taxes to the government to just give your money away for free. Women have just gotten your money for free because they voted for it. So that's a really serious issue, and it should be on your minds too. I'm going to head out. I'll see you guys tonight for the late night Friday stream.